Hello and welcome to El Segundo News, where we inform you about issues and topics happening here in the city of El Segundo. I'm Bill Thomas. The city of El Segundo will have 2 seats up for election on November 8, 2022. The nomination period has closed and 5 residents qualified to run for the seats. Incumbent Chris Pimentel, Ryan Baldino, Michelle Keldorf, Robin Patch, and John Pickhaver. The city will also have 3 ballot measures: the business license tax measure, the city cannabis measure, and a cannabis tax measure. Vote-by-mail ballots will be mailed to all registered voters on October 10th, and the city's vote-by-mail drop box will open as well. Sample ballots will be mailed on October 18th. 10-day vote centers will open on October 29th, and 4-day vote centers will open November 5th. On November 8th, vote centers will be open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. For more information on the El Segundo municipal election, visit the City Clerk section on elsegundo.org and click on the Election tab. You can also call the City Clerk's office at 310-524-2308 or send an email to allcityclerks@elsegundo.org. The West Basin Municipal Water District is calling on residents and businesses in portions of the greater LA County area, including El Segundo, to suspend outdoor watering for 15 days. The suspension request is for September 6th through the 20th, and this is due to an emergency shutdown and repair of a major Metropolitan Water District pipeline which delivers water to West Basin. The 36-mile pipeline is a critical part of MWD's regional water system and funnels Colorado River water into Southern California. A leak was discovered in the pipeline earlier this year and was temporarily repaired. The pipeline has been operating at a reduced capacity until it's permanently fixed in September. Recycled water use is not subject to the temporary suspension. The Metropolitan Water District wants to remind you that 2 weeks of no watering will not kill your lawn, and although you will see yellowing, it will improve once you resume your watering schedule. For more information, visit elsegundo.org and look in the news section. El Segundo firefighters will serve the community a delicious breakfast at the El Segundo Firefighters Association's annual Pancake Breakfast. The breakfast brings together firefighters and hundreds of community members to share a meal and remember the lives lost on 9/11. Food will be provided by local vendors, and the event will benefit local charities. The Pancake Breakfast will take place on Saturday, September 10th from 8 till 11 a.m. at Fire Station 1, and that's at 314 Main Street. To find out more, visit elsegundofd.org. The El Segundo Fire Department has a new battalion chief and a new fire captain. Battalion Chief Ryan Alley will be responsible for mitigating emergencies that pose a threat to public safety. Ryan previously served as an El Segundo firefighter, paramedic, and captain. As ESFD's newest fire captain, Kurt Croson protects life and property and supervises shift personnel. Kurt previously served as an El Segundo firefighter and a paramedic. Both Chief Alley and Captain Croson have served the El Segundo Fire Department for 21 years and went through a competitive testing process before achieving their new ranks. Congratulations. El Segundo has selected a new Recreation Parks and Library Director. Alley Mancini brings more than 3 decades of experience in recreation and parks leadership to our city. She started her career in Irvine and later worked on several high-profile projects in the city of Signal Hill, including its very first dog park, community garden, and the new Signal Hill Public Library. In a recent release, she stated, "I am passionate about working to build communities where residents can come together to create and make memories. I look forward to working with the City of El Segundo to bring innovative programs and events to the El Segundo community." Congratulations, Alley, and welcome to El Segundo. The El Segundo Public Library is where you can go to hold on to summer. Summertime is an art show now on display at the library. The exhibit celebrates the season for sun and is comprised of original pieces submitted by those who live, work, and/or play in El Segundo. You can view 2-dimensional artwork, including painting, photography, and printmaking. The artwork was judged by 2 Arts and Culture Advisory Committee members and a librarian for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place ribbons, honorable mentions, and 1 grand prize of a $50 Michael's Art Supplies gift card. Summertime is on display at the library through September 30th. And you might want to make the El Segundo Public Library your first stop before visiting a California state park. The California State Parks Department, together with the First Partners Office and California State Library, is providing for checkout free vehicle day use passes to over 200 participating state parks. The pass is valid for entry of one passenger vehicle with a capacity of 9 people or less, or one highway licensed motorcycle. The passes are available to El Segundo Library card holders. To apply for a library card, visit the library or look under services on elsegundolibrary.org, where you can also find information on the California State Parks Pass and read about its restrictions as well. The Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee is asking for your input. The El Segundo City Council established a Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee in 2020 to work with city employees and the community to identify and gain a deeper understanding of DEI-related concerns pertaining to city programs and services. The city's DEI committee invites you to provide your feedback by taking a short survey so that they can work collaboratively with the community to achieve meaningful outcomes. To take the survey, visit elsegundo.org and look in the news section. As the world marvels at the James Webb Space Telescope's first images, El Segundo resident Robert Luetgens is still amazed at what it took to develop the telescope and what it can do. Luetgens has worked on Hubble's replacement for the past 15 years as a mechanical integration and test senior staff engineer at Northrop Grumman. Here he is to tell us all about Webb.
It's going to be the best space telescope in the world. The Hubble was viewing in the visible range that we can see objects. James Webb operates in the infrared. It has 4 primary instruments, and each instrument has a different role. On first images, you can see the different galaxies and the different solar systems and the stars. We're going to see black holes. We can show the planets as it crosses across the star. We're going to be able to tell how much oxygen is in the atmosphere, nitrogen, things that could sustain life. So what we're looking for is life on other planets, and James Webb should be able to tell us that. It's going to change the way we see the world and the way we see the whole universe. There was times where we thought this isn't going to work. You know, we were a lot of tough technology and new inventions went into this, and then the launch was flawless. Arianespace did an excellent job getting us into the proper orbit. We've doubled our lifetime, so it's 20 years of the mission. It's going to be amazing. It's a life's work that we put into it, and for it to be so successful. And then the first images, I think anybody that sees them and zooms in on the quality, we're seeing things that we never knew existed. So it's been a great honor. El Segundo is completely behind aerospace. It's a hub of aerospace, not only in the nation, but in the world. So I love living here. It's a great place for aerospace.
You can learn more about the James Webb Space Telescope and see its photos by visiting nasa.gov and looking under the Missions tab. And here's Economic Development Coordinator Christina Ravelis with a business outlook about another space endeavor with El Segundo Connections.
With so many great restaurants opening in town, El Segundo is truly a foodie destination and delight. Our first highlight in our culinary roundup is Japonica, offering mouth-watering, tempting, and delicious Japanese cuisine and curated sake. This new gem on Main Street is sure to satisfy your sushi cravings. Looking to experience a sweet moment after sushi? Just steps from Japonica is a tea moment, downtown's first and only boba bar. The trendy cafe is known for its pretty drinks with high-quality boba balls and desserts that are sure to sweeten your day. And if you still have room for more, make your way to Southwest Bread, Main Street's newest bakery shop, now serving excellent sourdough stuffed rolls, bagels, loaves, baguettes, and so much more. Listen up, barbecue lovers. A new savory sensation is coming to El Segundo, so no need to fly to the south for truly good barbecue. Sauce Barbecue will soon make its debut at 2015 Park Place, offering authentic slow-smoked barbecue and craft cocktails. But that's not all. There will also be axe throwing at the El Segundo location. So be sure to follow Visit El Segundo on Facebook and Instagram to get updates on the opening date and more.
Thanks, Christina. After 15 years of service, Michael Druschel has retired as Fire Chief of Chevron in El Segundo, and Chief Leroy Dykeman is now in command. Chief Dykeman has 29 years of industrial emergency response experience working at Northrop Grumman and Boeing. He has spent the last 23 years with Chevron working as a firefighter, captain, and battalion chief, and has a background in fire prevention and suppression, hazardous materials, EMT, and technical rescue. Congratulations, Chief Dykeman, on your promotion, and thank you for your service, Michael. Have a great retirement. El Segundo High School students have begun a new academic year with a new principal. The El Segundo Unified School District Board of Education has appointed Steve Gebhart. Steve has more than 2 decades of experience in secondary education within the Los Angeles Unified School District. Now, he began his career as a high school English teacher and was promoted to assistant principal of Los Angeles High School and later principal of Dana Middle School, and in 2020, principal of San Pedro High School. Congratulations, Principal Gebhart, and El Segundo welcomes you. September means an Oktoberfest-inspired festival of fundraising for our local schools. The El Segundo Education Foundation will host the 2nd annual Toberfest. This fun-filled night will feature breweries, wine vendors, and restaurants from the South Bay. Games, contests, and a live auction round out this fundraiser for the El Segundo Unified School District. Toberfest is on Saturday, September 17th at Chevron Park, and that's from 6 till 10 p.m. For sponsorship information or to purchase tickets, visit ESEDF.org and look under events. 100% of your sponsorship and ticket and raffle sales will help fund the 2022-2023 $1.8 million grant to the El Segundo Unified School District. If you're wondering what happened to the Richmond Street Fair, also known as the Fair on Richmond, it's now officially called the Main Street Fair. The 30-year tradition brings together nonprofits, school groups, sports teams, and more to the downtown community, where over 3,000 people will enjoy the outdoor celebration. Live music and more than 120 booths for artists, designers, and food vendors will cover 8 city blocks. The Main Street Fair is organized by the El Segundo Kiwanis Club and is a fundraiser to benefit the needs of children throughout El Segundo and the South Bay. It all happens on Main Street in El Segundo on Saturday, September 24th from 9 till 5 p.m. For more details and for sponsor and vendor information, visit elsegundokiwanis.org. That's it for this segment of El Segundo News. You can also watch more city-related videos on the El Segundo Media YouTube channel. I'm Bill Thomas. Thanks for tuning in.